I like staking HEX a lot. For one, it removes the opportunity I could cost myself. Play on words, opportunity cost. The opportunity I could cost myself by getting rid of it when it's liquid, and I get to earn yield on it as well. And I've been talking about last year. I was saying, hey, I've made more HEX stakes in 2023 than I think I've ever made before. And of course, and we talked about ladders and all different strategies for that too. Is they're, not putting everything out 5, but I think ladders are super cool to see come to life, because when the price does go up, you get to tangibly look at, hey, I locked it at this price. I got all those t-shirts. I got all that HEX for cheap. And then when the price goes up, it's more than a payday. It really feels much better than a regular payday. It feels like not only did you get a good payday, it's like you made a good choice. You get like the double dopamine hit on it. So it's amazing.
I talk about this a lot, and I'm sure you know people in this situation. You might be in the situation yourself. At some point, you get enough daily rewards that it's more than you might be willing to put into crypto on a daily basis. But that doesn't happen like overnight, right? So this is what we kind of describe these guys like. Somebody, I don't know, there's one of the miners that ended the other day. I don't know, he paid $6,000 maybe. I'm assuming based on the price of the day, for the miner, and it was worth $400,000 when it came out, right? And so now on the one hand, that guy's good job, bravo, right? Got great value, going to do whatever he's going to do to support the system, et cetera, right? But he can't get back in and get that again. That's it, done deal. Now he's in the trenches with the rest of us. If he wants to make his number X any further, or X as much as me, he's got to compete with me for T-shares, compete with you. So the system's really cool in that way. That people really can earn. They exit out of the system, and then the rest of us, move on.
There's also this really interesting phenomena where you may start with pretty modest beginnings in HEX. You might be staking like $1,000 or $2,000 and making all this really big plans for how you're going to set up 3 stakes on a ladder, and you're going to divide up this $1,000 into little chunks and spread them out, and then you put them away, and you're like, in like the one of them that ends like in 2 years, it comes time for it to be due, and you look back and you're like, well, look, I didn't have that crypto that whole time, and since then I've actually worked harder and got more crypto than I ever thought I could have gotten, and now I wish I would have staked longer. And so it actually, there's this weird thing that happens where you're like, you basically write off your HEX as something that you'll never need to sell, and it's just literally there for you as like a safety net that you can continually push out. And you always find yourself, if you go experience this for yourself, it's often where you'll come to the point where you end the stake and you're like, well, I don't really want to sell this. I had to wait all this time for this to mature, and the value in there is grown, but I've also grown my daily bags too, so I don't have a need for it right now.